The raw side of a blind man's eye. Without his vision, is he tripping, gripping life without sight? The known deposition versus getting shorter as we grow older. So you cannot take wide steps with a cold shoulder. The raw side of a blind man's eye. Without his vision, is he tripping, gripping life without sight? The known deposition versus getting shorter as we grow older. So you cannot take wide steps with a cold shoulder.
First of all, they feel that the blind man's complacent, in bondage without sight in his mind is a basement. He hates it, stay facing difficulties but replaces society while trying to be in agreement with new faces. Meanwhile, he goes through the phase and the stages of life. Changes on flight, they're taking his rights. It's not like a proposition when you know it's a new mission. Leave you wishing for intervention and hope your name mentioned. It's a cold, cold world with hidden oppression, but the lesson in this message, solo and thorough suppression is a weapon. Not the people feel neglected, misled with misdirection, at a point of being restless, but the focus on the blessings. While our leaders are progressives and moving to bigger sections, growing numbers, I'm humble with the vision, with hopes of time to stretch it. I wrote these rhymes directly, I'm a rebel with the flow. I'm in the days of the blind with sight wherever I go. Yeah.
The raw side of a blind man's eye. Without his vision, is he tripping, gripping life without sight? The known deposition versus getting shorter as we grow older. So you cannot take wide steps with a cold shoulder. The raw side of a blind man's eye. Without his vision, is he tripping, gripping life without sight? The known deposition versus getting shorter as we grow older. So you cannot take wide steps with a cold shoulder.
Divine intervention is meant to relieve attention from sinning and chasing women or pimping. What is the difference? To me, it just really isn't. On top of that, if you listen, my therapeutic share of music helping you when I give it, persistent with every rhythm. Feel as if I'm a spirit. I hear it like it's a lyric and steer it as if I'm fearing. Nearing from commandeering the rear end of a McLaren. Sincere in every situation, facing it with some clearance. Don't base it off the appearance. Really, you'll be deceived, believing in faulty images, scrimmaging out of greed. The league consists of legions, many angels and demons feeding controversy that's worse than when you receive it. Heed and pay attention, I make them aware in regions. It's time to be ready for a never-ending season. There's only one truth and it's only one reason. It's only one proof cause it's only one Jesus.
The raw side of a blind man's eye. Without his vision, is he tripping, gripping life without sight? The known deposition versus getting shorter as we grow older. So you cannot take wide steps with a cold shoulder. The raw side of a blind man's eye. Without his vision, is he tripping, gripping life without sight? The known deposition versus getting shorter as we grow older. So you cannot take wide steps with a cold shoulder.
In reality, fatality come from the sick mentalities of a programmed mind and find time to chase after these vivid pictures painted and forcing harvests of anguish. Your fortune would never name you, your choices never detain it. You don't understand this language, it's painless when you hear me saying stop playing, let's get some foundation done. Or your true thinking, knowledge is forbidden and wisdom they wanna give it. We're defeated by the seats in this conquered world that we're living in. They're planning for the planet in the efforts of trying to manage all the damage that's been done. We're hoping we soon vanish, depopulate the earth. The worth is so demanded, the hurt is overwhelming, the curse is still standing. Just think about it. When the speakers not so loud, and I'm not talking about the vocals, I'm just speaking to the crowd. Why do they pray to the mayor? The idol, sit, watch a slayer. The Bible is true survival. Your rivals only can hate you.
The raw side of a blind man's eye. Without his vision, is he tripping, gripping life without sight? The known deposition versus getting shorter as we grow older. So you cannot take wide steps with a cold shoulder. The raw side of a blind man's eye. Without his vision, is he tripping, gripping life without sight? The known deposition versus getting shorter as we grow older. So you cannot take wide steps with a cold shoulder. Side of a blind man's eye. Without his vision, is he tripping, gripping life without sight? The known deposition versus getting shorter as we grow older. So you cannot take wide steps with a cold shoulder. The raw side of a blind man's eye. Without his vision, is he tripping, gripping life without sight? The known deposition versus getting shorter as we grow older. So you cannot take wide steps with a cold shoulder.